Have you been waiting for a sign, craving clarity, or just sensing that something monumental is just around the corner for you? This is the moment to tune in and align with the energies that are shaping your future. Hello, my name is Angelica. You can call me Jelly, and in this timeless pick a card reading, we are going to dive deep to uncover what's next on the horizon for you. The universe is always in motion, and your next big change might be closer than you think. In this reading, we are going to take a look at what doors are opening for you, what challenges you are about to overcome, and the blessings and breakthroughs that are about to unfold. In this next image, take a moment to connect to your intuition. Look at the 3 decks. Choose which deck or decks is calling to your soul. Then use the timestamps below to find your reading. Hello, my sacred travelers. Here are the 3 decks to choose from. Deck 1, this lovely piece of wood. Deck 2, the selenite crystal. Or deck 3, the sand dollar. If you chose deck 1, this lovely piece of wood, I feel like this wood itself really speaks to vision and finding a path maybe that we haven't seen before, looking through new eyes and perspective. If this piece of wood was calling to you, then this is your reading. In today's reading, we'll be using some oracle cards and, of course, a tarot card. I'll be reading the tarot card last, so stick around to the end of the video to get your very important tarot message. Okay, deck 1, let's dive in. What is here for you? There were 2 fairy messages that came out for you. Deck 1. Oh, very nice. Interesting. Okay. We have miracle healing and letting go. We're going to start with this message from miracle healing. Deck 1, this is great news. If you've been waiting for a big change and you've been feeling like it's just around the corner because you've been working towards it, because you've been calling it in, because you've been just crying about it at night, needing a miracle to help you heal your heart, your body, your mind, your home, your spirit. Miracle healing is coming in for you. Don't give up before the healing starts to occur. Miracles and aligning with miracles, that is the big spiritual work of stepping out of our own way, getting our human self out of the way and allowing source, the divine, universe, God, whatever you believe in, that unseen spirit that is bigger than everything. That is when we can tune into that energy, that is when miracles occur. So you need to get out of the way right now. Let go. If you've been holding on to wanting to control the situation, wanting to see the situation look a certain way or have an outcome look a certain way, you have to let go. You have to surrender right now. You have to allow spirit, source, divine consciousness to help you, to help these changes come in easily and effortlessly, miraculously, in ways that you could not imagine. Right now, the fairies want you to know that letting go and trusting that as you release this need to control, this need to see it happen a certain way or look a certain way, miracle healing will occur. Miracles are taking place. The next big change that's happening for you, Deck 1, is a miraculous healing. What is required, the next big change, is that you stop feeling like you're the one who's responsible to make it happen. It's not you. Let it go. Let go. Just spend a little time every single day, especially when you feel yourself grasping or planning or thinking or strategizing. The cards here, if you chose that beautiful vision wood with the hole, the cards want you to know that this is out of your hands. And if you want miracle healing to occur, then you need to let go. Let go, let God, let go, let the divine step in and help you out. Ooh, awakening ancient wisdom. Deep inner knowing is emerging within me. This card with this holy grail, this sacred grail that is overflowing with light. Ancient wisdom. You are, okay, here we go, deck one. The next big message coming in for you is ancient wisdom is awakening for you. This fits perfectly. When these miracles start to happen in your life, when you do start to let go and you surrender and you recognize that you're really not in control of what is unfolding in your life, you're not in control of what's happening next for you, then the big changes that come in, they can surprise you, they can delight you, but they also will come in with you recognizing that you let go and you let source work through you. And then ancient wisdom of that knowledge, that power, that we are actually not in control of what's happening. There is a divine plan happening in your life, deck one. And if you can get quiet and still and allow yourself to awaken ancient wisdom from within, it will help you along your spiritual journey. It's going to align you with the big changes, the big miracles, the healing, and what is coming in for you is powerful. It awakens the wise one within, and it shows you how to work with these changes as they unfold, which is to stay on path, to continue to surrender, continue to let go. The one thing you can control is how you respond. And you just have to say, okay, I trust. I trust that the divine wisdom of this universe knows what's next for me, and I ask it to guide me. I ask my higher self to guide me. I ask Source to guide me towards the healing miracles that are in store. I let go of control. I surrender and allow the universe to work through me in miraculous ways, guiding me towards these next big changes. And then the ancient wisdom within you knows what to do. It knows how to respond when opportunities arise, when doors open, when obstacles seemingly arise, to redirect you, to show you a different path, to pull you away from something that actually your ego mind might have thought was what you wanted or what it needed to look like, but the divine has a different path, or the divine has a different option for you. And the only way for you to see it is sometimes to get blocked and then open your eyes and look around. There will be an easy pathway there for you when you ask for Spirit to guide the way. The message on this card, deep inner knowing is emerging within me. Trust, deck one, that as you let go, deep inner knowing is going to arise within you. And this deep inner knowing will never steer you wrong. The next big change that comes in for you is so powerful. It brings up all of your inner wisdom. So listen to your inner guidance system. It is going to steer you in the right direction. And then your grail, your golden holy grail, is going to overflow with wonderful things. That's what I'm sensing from this. Let's see what the tarot message is for you, deck one. That's a nice one. Deck one, well, it makes sense that you chose wood. Of course, this is earth element. But you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Earth. This card is absolutely affirming that there is a new beginning coming in. The ace is the beginning of the suit. So ace energy is always the essence of the element. And this element, Pentacles, is earth element. And earth is the body. It's your material world. It's the physical world. It is our money, our physical resources. It's nature and spending time in nature. The Ace of Pentacles is announcing there is a new beginning coming in for you. And this new beginning brings in health, wealth, abundance on the material plane. Trust in the process, deck one. The big change coming in for you is bringing in all that you need to thrive, and just surrender to this process. Allow it to happen. Get out of the way. the best thing you can do right now, if there are beliefs that you have or ideas that you're holding, stories that you're telling yourself that are blocking you from receiving healing miracles, from receiving a new beginning that allows you to be healthy, wealthy, happy, and abundant on the material plane, let them go. Let those thoughts go. Let those beliefs go. Let those old stories go. That's not what your future holds. The future, the things that are coming in, the changes that are happening, and you'll be able to see them, the material proof of those changes happening on the physical plane. This card is a signal saying that good things are about to sprout and blossom. And if we needed a timeline, I'm really feeling like springtime and early summer for you. Hang tight. Do what you need to do to align with your faith. Expect miraculous healing. Get out of the way. Surrender things that are blocking you from receiving all the good stuff. And trust that inner wisdom is going to guide you. It's awakening within you. It will never lead you astray. And that inner ancient wisdom that comes from your ancestry, it's in your blood, it's in your DNA, it's in your cells. When it wakes up within you because you give it space to have its voice, because you let go of other things, then all of a sudden, all good things start flowing your way, and it really does feel like a divine new beginning. Deck 1, if you start to get impatient, take time out in nature. The Pentacles card is earth element. Spend time outside in nature. Get grounded. Lay on the earth. Connect with your plants, your herbs, your garden, your animals that are around you. When you start to feel impatient, knowing that the miraculous changes and the healing that you're really calling in and craving and wanting to align with right now, the big changes that you're really, really dreaming about aren't happening as fast as you want or on your timeline, go on a hike. Get to somewhere beautiful and go stare at some flowers. None of those things happened overnight. They all took time and they weathered through the seasons. Eventually those flowers, those trees, they all bloom and they are growing, and that is what your future is shaping up like. So trust in nature, trust that this is a divine process. Deck 1, things are unfolding for you in miraculous ways. Trust it. This is a beautiful reading. If you have enjoyed this reading, please hit the like button. As always, take the information that serves you and leave the rest behind. If you found it helpful and you think that it might serve someone in your friend group or community, please forward this video to them. Feel free to share it. Please comment below with something that represents nature, a flower, tree, some wood to represent that you were deck 1, the wood deck. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the notifications button. That way when my new videos come out, you'll be notified. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next pick a card reading. And now I'm moving on to deck number 2. If you chose deck 2, this selenite crystal, then this is your reading. All right, deck 2, let's see what's here for you. We have a few oracle cards and a tarot card. I'll be reading the tarot card last, so stick around to the end of your deck to get this very important message from the tarot. All right, we're starting with 2 fairy cards. All right, one of these really supports the other. So I think I'm going to start with the feeling safe card. Feeling safe. Deck 2, are you having a hard time feeling safe right now? Well, I can't blame you. This is a world, all right? It is so messed up. Humans are so messed up. I don't blame you for not feeling safe, especially if you have survived trauma in your life. If you are a survivor, my heart is with you every day, because it's just different when your life, who isn't a survivor, but you know what I mean, right? So feeling safe for you right now might be a big change. It might be something that you have always craved and you're working so hard on. Just feeling safe in your body, feeling safe in your environment, feeling safe in the world. And if you can start to allow yourself to trust that you are protected, that you have what you need in this world to feel safe, I do think you'll start to see evidence of this, that you actually are protected, you are supported, you do have good values and insight into what is not good for you anymore and what's good for you. You've become very discerning. You've set down wonderful boundaries. You've done the work inside. You've done the self-growth. Maybe you've worked with healers and therapists and you've worked hard to feel safe. Well, you have earned it. So the big change that's coming in for you, Deck 2, starts with the foundation of feeling safe and secure in your body and in your life. That is a huge accomplishment, and it sets the tone for the next card, which is trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, Deck 2. The only way for us to really hear our intuition and then trust it and act on it is if we feel safe, if we trust ourselves, if we trust that that the voice inside of us has our best interests and isn't just coming from a place of trauma or survival. If that voice, because we have done the work to differentiate what is a reactive and what is a response, what is coming out of fear and what's coming out of intention. And I believe, Deck 2, that you have become very intentional, and that your big change is that all of a sudden you trust your intuition. You are highly intuitive person. You're a very psychic person. You feel things, you sense things, you might dream about things, you just have premonitions. And it might be simple things like when a friend is thinking about you, or you think about someone and they feel you thinking about them. But you have a powerful psychic connection, and I need you to start to trust your intuition. I get this. As an intuitive, boy, do I regret when I don't listen to the tiny little voice in my head and believe. Always. She is always talking to me. And there's plenty of times throughout the day when I was like, I felt that, I saw that, I knew that, I should have done something different. So we can't always act on our intuition. It's really a strong practice. It's just like doing sit-ups. We got to really continue trusting and taking action on our intuition, following our intuition, listening and following. That way the muscle gets stronger. So Deck 1, the big change coming in for you is that you finally start to trust and take action from your intuition. Intentional action from your intuition, because you finally feel safe and secure. You can trust yourself. You can trust that you know the next best thing to do. You can trust your intentions. You can trust your values are good and strong. They come from who you truly are, not what you've observed to survive this world, not what you were taught by anyone around you was right or wrong. You have come to a place of maturity and wisdom in yourself. I want you to trust that you know what the next best steps are for you, whether that is to not do anything or to go ahead and take action. Let's see what the next oracle card has to say for you. I love this one. I love anything that gives me an excuse to just savor the pleasure. Savoring pleasure, Deck 2. Look at this bubble bath, all the good things. This card says, I fully embrace bliss in my life. I fully embrace bliss in my life. Deck 2, say it with me. Say it with me now. I fully embrace bliss in my life. If things have been hard, Deck 2, if they have been challenging, and I am sure that they have, you deserve to savor some pleasure. You deserve to align with bliss. You have been through a lot. You have done so much work on yourself to find a sense of trust and safety. And now that you have done that, you can run yourself a bath or take cuddle up with your favorite book and take a nap. Feed yourself something delicious that really serves your body and your soul. Do things that feel blissful, whatever that is for you, and savor the pleasure. That means be conscious while it's happening. Enjoy every moment, every breath of when you're smelling in that fresh flower, or you're taking in a beautiful piece of art, or you're dancing and you're having a good time. Savor the pleasure of your body. Savor your pleasure of that moment. It is feeding something that you have worked hard to achieve. I'm very proud of you, Deck 2. I feel like you really have been through a lot. And the fact that you have somehow this big change that's coming in for you, it's going to shift everything. Because when we come from a place of safety, when we are using our intuition and we're trusting our intuition, when we are guiding ourselves towards bliss and allowing ourselves to savor the pleasure of our life, you have moved to another level. You've moved out of scarcity, out of fear, out of expecting everything to fall apart, out of thinking there's not enough time or you don't deserve bliss, or that this world is just, and it is not, I mean, planet Earth is really hard. And that's why savoring the pleasure is so important. It's what makes life worth living. Give yourself permission right now. You deserve it. Savor the pleasure. Find things that bring you bliss and go after it. Bring it in. Do it. This is your permission. Deck 2. The change that is coming in for you is this opportunity for you to just enjoy more of what you love about being human. Okay, let's see what tarot card message is here for you. My beautiful, powerful, intuitive, courageous, blissful deck 2. Okay, this is next level. Deck 2, you have the Judgment card. What does this mean? I mean, judgment gets this really bad rap. The word has been so weaponized by Christianity and this idea of a God that's always judging us. Well, that's not what it means in tarot, especially this is a major arcana card. So these cards are before patriarchal religion stepped in. These cards come back when we still had temples honoring gods and goddesses of the earth and of the heavens, and predates this idea that there's some white man with a beard judging us from above. If that's your belief, more power to you. But, you know, question it. So the Judgment card is here to say that you are about to step into your purpose. I'm not even kidding. That's what the Judgment card. This is a resurrection. These are spirits of the past flying free, leaving behind all that no longer really is authentic to them. Their spirit gets to fly free so that they can be on their purpose. Let's see what this card says. Fulfilling your purpose, being called, living a big dream, knowing yourself, and balance. Deck 2, this is powerful. It's giving me chills all over my head. The big change coming in for you as you are about to start to step into your purpose on a whole nother level. Because you finally feel safe, because you can trust your intuition, because you have learned to savor pleasure. And even if these things seem a little bit out of reach, they are right around the corner for you, Deck 2. This is what's changing in your life. All of a sudden, as these things take place and begin to change, you start to change. And you start to become the person you were born to be, the most divine expression of who your soul is here to be, who you are in the world. And these purpose, when this purpose card comes in, this is big stuff. This is a life's purpose. This is a divine mission. You must be a very spiritual person. If you have lived through a lot, then it's also possible that you're a healer, that you're going to share your wisdom with others, you're going to uplift others. You have come to a point of mastery, and now you're going to have what feels like a rebirth, a transformation, where you finally get to really live your life's purpose, your great work, your divine mission in this lifetime starts to open up and show you who you really are. And the world starts to give you opportunities, and the universe starts to give you opportunities to continue showing up as the divine soul that you were born to be. What an amazing reading, Deck 2. Wow, the big change is coming in for you. Wow, wow, wow. It's time to live big, Deck 2. No more living small, okay? Stop telling yourself that you need to, in order to be safe, you have to hide. That's over. We want to see you blissful, savoring the pleasure. Trust your intuition. There is something big on the horizon, and it is going to help you fulfill your life purpose. It's going to call you forward, and I want you to just step into it. You got this. Thank you, Deck 2. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. It really helps me out. Also, as always, take the information that served you and leave the rest behind. Leave me a comment down below. Send me an emoji letting me know that you were Deck 2. Something like bottles popping or a bathtub, letting me know that you are committed to savoring the pleasure in your life. Also, if you know someone who could really be served by this, someone who's ready for change, who's been working on change, and they need a message from Spirit that will help support them on their way, please share this video with them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. That also really helps me out. Hit the notifications button if you want to know when these videos come out. Thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next pick a card reading. Now I'm going to move on to deck number 3. Hello, Deck 3! If you chose Sand Dollar, then this is your reading. Are you a mermaid? Is that why you chose Sand Dollar? Well, I don't have mermaid cards, but I do have fairy cards. I have 3 oracles and a tarot. I'll be reading the tarot card last, so please stick around to the end of your deck to get this very important message from the tarot about what big changes are about to come into your life. But first, let's see what the oracles have to say. Oh, interesting. These are very nice. Okay. All right, Deck 3. You have 2 messages from the fairies. I think I'm going to start with this one. Raising your standards. Raising your standards. The big change that's coming in for you is you are like, no more. No more of that. Your doormat days are over. Your days of taking shit from others are over. Your days from doing things that don't serve you, that don't fulfill you, that aren't in alignment with you, they are over. The big change that's coming in is you are about to raise your standards. You are ready to tell other people how you want to be treated. You're ready to treat yourself the way you want to be treated. You are now giving a lot of love to yourself. And when you give enough love and respect to yourself, your standards naturally begin to raise because you just won't let people speak to you a certain way or treat you a certain way anymore. But that is inner work. It really starts on the inside. We start to raise our standards when we start to realize, like, that didn't feel good. Or why am I thinking that this is the box that I have to live in? When I see all this other opportunity and all these other possibilities, why am I keeping myself small? Well, boo-boo, you gotta raise your standards up. You gotta be like, wait a minute, I deserve good things. I deserve a happy life. I deserve love. I'm giving myself love. And the more that you give yourself love and you tell yourself you're deserving of these things, the standards just naturally raise. People will eventually start to respond to your new self-respect, for your new idea of what's possible for you and for what you're ready to go after. This is a very positive change. I'm excited for you, Deck 3. I think that if you start to raise your standards, something very powerful that's going to show up in the material and the physical evidence of you raising your standards is going to come in very quickly. I feel like it's literally right around the corner. You just have a moment all of a sudden where you're like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of thinking of myself this way. I'm tired of taking this shit. I am raising my standards. And the moment you set that goal, all of a sudden, good things come in. And the reason I think it's so soon and it's going to feel so good is because this adorable little unicorn card comes in that says, kick up your heels. Kick up your heels, Deck 3. I think that your standards get raised and then your vibration gets raised and then your energy gets raised and your attitude becomes more positive. And all of a sudden, when your frequency is lifted up to this higher frequency, you really go through a major transformation that just makes you feel like flying. It makes you feel so light. It makes you feel so magical. You're just like, oh my gosh, I've wanted this for so long and I'm finally receiving it. And you just literally feel like you're dancing through your days. Kick up your heels. I kind of want to read that card. Your soul longs to celebrate and have fun. The fairies urge you to call your friends for a get-together or an evening out. There's always something to celebrate. This card asks you to do so now. Your soul longs for an exciting adventure, such as an out-of-town trip, throwing a party, or kicking up your heels and going dancing. Sometimes we procrastinate when it comes to our personal time outs, believing that such activities cost too much time and money. Yet the benefits of celebrating are many. Getting a fresh perspective and new ideas, rekindling old friendships, and the sheer joy of entertaining yourself. The fairies hold celebrations regularly, sometimes on a nightly basis. They know the importance of singing and dancing as a part of developing a community spirit. Although you may wish that someone else would take the initiative to suggest an evening out, maybe it's time for you to take the lead and plan a special event. The affirmation for you, deck 3, is I am spirited, playful, and fun to be with. I create ways to celebrate with my friends. I love that for you. Don't be shy. Call a celebration, especially if you are raising your standards, like call in the people that you really want to nurture relationships with. Do things that are helping lift you up and elevate you. It might feel strange at first, especially if you've been a certain person to certain people and you're used to that way of being, but it just is not resonating with you anymore because you've raised your standards and you're ready to kick up your heels. It's time to go to those places, create spaces and environments and invitations. Go be a part of the thing. Do the thing. Get to know people who are also doing the things and a part of the things, building the community that you want to be with, that you want to be a part of, that you want to be around. This new change that's coming in for you, deck 3, is going to be so fulfilling in so many ways. I'm very excited for you, deck 3. Once you raise your standards and you learn that you deserve to have fun, you will start to see how fun you can actually be and how people actually love to be around you. Ooh, looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Your next card from the oracles is looking deeper. Deep within you, deck 3, is a majestic radiance. You have so many gifts to give. You have so much to offer. This is why it's extra important that you raise your standards right now, because you need to be doing things around people and places that make you feel seen and heard, because I think you have a lot to offer. I think you have so much to bring to the world, to the communities that you're a part of, to your chosen family, to whatever projects you're working on, whether it's at work or side projects, things that really spark your creativity. You were born with a majestic radiance, with a light inside of you. And the more you let that light be seen and the more you shine that light, the more it's going to guide you to the things that you are ready to be a part of. So trust that you are not wrong when you think that you were born with all these jewels. All these jewels are about to rise up to the surface. And as you kick up your heels and you start to have fun, I'm telling you, you're going to see it. You're going to feel it. Everyone around you is going to see it. This majestic radiance is going to guide you forward to help you make these big changes that you have been wanting to call in. And if these have been sort of giving you little glimpses, if these cards are giving you glimpses into things that you've been thinking about or things that you've been dreaming of, know that the big change is right around the corner, that all of a sudden all these things will start to take place in your life. Trust the process and bring in a lot of joy and a lot of play. I think that there's something in when you're happy and you're in your happiness, that radiance becomes so apparent and it just never gets dim again. You will never dim your light again. If you've had to live a life where you had to dim your light, that is over. The big change that's coming in for you, deck 3, is you get to shine bright all the time. Woo! I'm right about that. So your tarot card and the message from the tarot cards of what big change is coming in next is the Magician. I love when the Magician shows up in these readings. The Magician. Okay, deck 3. Wow, wow, wow. What can I say? You have the power to wield all of the elements, air, fire, earth, and water, to make something from nothing and to bring it into the material world. You are very powerful, deck 3. Please watch your thoughts. Please watch your actions. You need to be very intentional. I think that this deep, majestic radiance that comes in is actually possibly a powerful co-creation, manifestation energy that you were born with. And maybe it's more important than ever that you raise your standards because you are so magnetic and because you create things with your thoughts and your mind and your actions. And you know that. And you're like, oh, I have to change the way I think. I have to change the way I see because my standards are here, but what I want is up here. And you can get there because you have the Magician. But it is so important that with the Magician that you start to think thoughts, have visions, take actions, speak what you want into the world. Let people know, write about it, talk about it, sing about it. What you are ready to achieve, who you're ready to become, the changes that you are ready to align with, clearly have a vision of what they are. Okay, let's say that you're not quite sure how you're going to get there. That's all right. Celebrating is part of it. Raising your standards is part of it. The more you can allow yourself to celebrate every little achievement in your life, every little shift, every little change, every new relationship, every opportunity you get to really be in love with what's going on in your life, that love is the magic. That bliss, that sense of lightness and everything falling into place in celebration, that is the magic that starts to fertilize your magical changes. They're coming. You've already asked for them. You've already aligned with them. They are right around the corner. I need you to be very responsible with your thoughts. Every time you start going back into the old ways of what was comfortable for you and for others, but it wasn't really up to where you're ready to be, you have got to stop. Abracadabra, backspace, cancel. You have to be like, I'm not that person anymore. I don't think those thoughts anymore. That is not where I'm at. I've raised my standards. I'm doing things that bring me joy. I want to celebrate my life. Life is short, and I know that there is a deep, majestic radiance inside of me. I was born with it, and I'm ready to use it to shape my future. Deck 3, the Magician, is here to say you are making things happen. So what you think about, what you focus on, you bring about. So start focusing on that higher level, on that higher frequency, on that higher timeline. Start to see it and feel it in your body. Start to use I am, present tense language. I am. When you claim it, I am magical. I am radiant. I am joyful. I am deserving. When you start to claim it with I am language in the present moment, you start to align with it. You use your magical power. Your words are the spells that you speak as the Magician. When you use those words, stories, beliefs, actions, when you are doing things that you know are putting the right energy out there and are telling the universe who you are ready to be in this new upgraded version of yourself, this card is a sign that those things are manifesting into the physical reality, and you will get physical evidence of your process, of your upgrade, of your radiance, of your joy. You will see it in real time. Wow, deck 3. That was a very powerful reading. Whew. I feel energized after that. That is something coming in for you, and it's right around the corner, and it's going to be magical. So trust that you've got what it takes. Okay, deck 3, if you enjoyed this reading, please hit that little like button and give me a thumbs up. If, as always, take the information that serves you, leave the rest behind. If you know someone who would enjoy this reading, someone that this information would serve, they're going through some changes or calling in some changes, please share this video with them. Maybe let's leave a little magic wand down in the comments, or some jewels down in the comments below, letting me know that you were deck 3. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification buttons if you would like to be notified when my new videos come out. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next pick a card reading. Bye for now.